We got Jacob Hiller, fellas, from Dental Implant Machine. Jacob, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
hey, sorry about the technical difficulties. You know how it is. Whenever technology works really good, but you don't need it, and when you actually need it, it doesn't work. But here's the thing. So I was telling everyone, I was hyping you up here because you guys do amazing things, right? You guys do amazing things, and I put in the post, who wants to be part of the Coma Club? Next Coma Club member, right? So hold that up.
Your name here.
Okay, so hold that up. Hold it up closer to the screen. Hold that closer to the screen. Okay, so there's this plaque here. It's a Coma Club plaque. Now, just explain to everyone, because here's the thing. This, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this, who they work with some high-level doctors. I'm on their site right now. I know some of these dudes. I mean, they place tons of implants. They do full arches, hybrids, whatever you talk about. And Sanjeev, who said earlier, I do the full shebang. Hopefully you're still listening, bro, because you're about to learn here. So I'm going to just lay this out right now. If you're not wanting to grow your practice, if you're not wanting to really put the work in, hustle, and really take care of a bunch of these patients, if you don't even want to bring an extra $1 million in dental implant production in your practice, if you don't want those things, then dude, just turn off your phone right now. Just watch the highlights or do whatever. You don't want to listen to this. But if you want to join the Coma Club, if you want to do more implant cases, if you want to get more of these patients in so you can help them, then I want you to listen in. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how that's gonna work, but I'm not gonna fool around that part. I want to talk about Jacob. I want to talk about the people who are on that wall. You guys celebrate these doctors. You said that in your break, I think, was it the conference room? You had pictures of all these docs that who become part of the Coma Club group. How many of those guys are out there? How many guys and girls are out there?
110 in there now. To look, we're putting new ones up. I stole the ones that I didn't put up to the wall. You just walk in the conference room, it's full of those plaques. It's awesome.
So let's obviously that's what you guys are passionate about. I was so excited about you guys coming on as a sponsor, because there's so many docs in this group. They're like, hey, I want to do more of these cases. I'm willing to put the investment. I'm willing to put the time in, but I work with these other companies. I didn't get anything. So let's just dive right in and address that right now. They've worked with other companies. They've done everything they were supposed to do, and they just didn't get those leads, and they didn't get those patients in. So let's just lay it out. What makes you guys different? I mean, obviously you guys have the track record, but besides the track record, what makes you guys different?
I think what makes us different, Glenn, is, and thank you, by the way, for the introduction, is, we think about the patient's journey from start to finish, from the moment they have discomfort to anxiety to thinking about what are my options, to thinking about what the price is. And, with dental implants, the pricing and presenting price is a really big deal, because there's a lot of sticker shock that can happen. So, we'll take an office that has, they got a website and they say, hey, book now. And we say, hey, what's that patient actually wanting to know right now? Maybe they want to know their treatment options. Maybe they want to know what the price is and how it works. So we connect a patient's intent with that next step in their patient journey, rather than say, hey, you're on the website, here's the price, book it, what's the deal, right? We step back and say, hey, this is a big part of this patient's journey, and they're looking for a big change in their life. What's that next step for them? So we really market according to that patient's journey and then nurture them through those steps. I think that's why we're a little different, because we take charge of that entire process, even the sales and scheduling. There's things to do along that patient journey that we've really taken ownership of.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times, people are thinking like, hey, I just want to get, these other marketing companies. They're like, I sent you a whole bunch of leads. And me, the dentist on this side, are like, dude, you sent me a bunch of nothing, right? But again, and it's like, that's all they're focused on. What I love about what you guys do is you guys understand the whole dynamics. You've worked, not only have you worked with a lot of clients, But here's the thing: when you're working with a lot of clients, you guys are leveling up too. I mean, I'm pretty sure, Jacob, that an issue that a doc is facing right now, you've probably seen it. A doc who's having issues with certain or maybe with their team, right? Like, oh, I'm getting the patient in, I'm having issues with conversion. You've probably heard those things multiple times. Explain to everyone why that's important. Why that's important that you guys actually have this track record and have this experience. Why is it important as it comes to marketing?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and we have to be selective to some degree of who we're going to choose. Let me just anecdotally kind of share a story of why that is. We have offices that they do everything. They do general and they do, their own implant work. Then we have offices that are specialists. Now, a specialist is going to get referrals from another office. And so the patient comes kind of already knowing the story, kind of already introduced to the specialist office. We have to work with a specialist office in a different way because they're not used to having to do any of the selling, any of the presenting. And so, but many offices, that's why we have monthly check-ins, monthly huddles with every single one of our clients, because we'll look at where's the bottleneck. The leads are coming in and we know what type of leads they are. They have specific questions that we target, right? They come into the office. So we listen to the calls, we listen to the scheduling and say, here's where we're driving them away. If they get on that phone call and they say, yeah, it's $40,000. Are you coming or not tomorrow? That bottleneck's going to stop right there.
Yeah.
Until we fix how we present price, we're going to continue with that bottleneck. And we know we're a month-to-month company. So if we can't have you fix that, none of us are going to be happy with that process. So we're just looking at, we call them our magic metrics. We look at our magic metrics and then we see where the bottleneck is and we work together to fix it.
Yeah, I love it. And guys, if you have any questions, you have any comments, type in the comment section there. I'll ask Jacob. But here's the great thing. I mean, if you guys listen really closely, he mentioned something that most marketing companies won't do, right? And he just says like month to month. I mean, I don't know about you guys, man, but that's like foreign language to me when I'm talking to a marketing company, because here's the thing. These guys, they want to let their work speak for themselves. And most marketing companies, they want to get you on for 6 months. They want to get you on for a year. And then when things don't happen, there's a finger pointing and, oh, well, they already got your money, right? So Jacob, I mean, obviously that's a huge selling point there. And we haven't even talked about the Nifty deal. I know you guys are waiting around for the Nifty deal. We haven't even talked about the Nifty deal yet. But talk about, I mean, that's kind of bold, my friend, like in this day and age, right? Like where you're saying like, we'll earn your business every single month. Why is that important to you guys?
When we came out, we understand what's out in the market. If you go through your Facebook feed, you're going to see all these promises. And, if you've been there before, it doesn't quite work like that. And we knew that if we can say, hey, let us prove it first and let us make sure that you're revenue positive every month with us. And this is a partnership. We also make sure, hey, that there's bottlenecks that we're going to need your help with. Like the patient's going to come into your office. And so we want them to be able to perform at the highest. And we know what it takes and we do it on our own. So, we just wanted to provide that confidence and to put ourselves in the burden of proof on us, so to speak.
I mean, it's a true partnership, right? It's a true So what I'm going to do is I want to share my screen because we have guys. I put in the post the landing page. I want you guys to check that out later. Now, of course, listen to us first here, but I want you to check it out. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at some of these doctors. Hey, for those of you who demand some kind of social proof, look, they got a whole roster of people you can talk to, right? Some of these people, I'm looking right here. They're in this group. They're in this group here. But I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you guys. Hold up. Here we go. And let me load it on. Okay. So here's that landing page, but I have it specifically here because people are all like, okay, well, this sounds great, Dr. You probably thinking, Dr. Vo, that sounds great. All right, man. I'm down. I want to be part of the Coma Club. But what does that involve, right? Well, what am I going to get? This is what you're going to get right here. So let's walk through this real quick, Jacob. So proprietary lead capture system. Okay. Again, these guys are specialists, right? They specialize in helping dental practices. No, they're not getting clients for a plumber. They're not getting clients for a burger place. They're getting clients for dentists who want to get to the next level. So again, it's not any kind of system. It's a proprietary. So talk about the lead capture system and how it helps you guys out.
Yeah, so we have a full back end of the system. So when we get the lead, we've already targeted people who are at a specific stage in that patient journey. And so we've crafted using the information about you already on your website, what that next step for them is. When they commit to that, you're going to have your own kind of dashboard that we recommend you put right on your desk. And you're going to see these these are patients who have said, hey, I'm interested in hearing more about this and specifically engaging with either a pricing guide, or it's going to be a survey that's going to tell them what type of treatment is right for them, and then what's next for them. So if there's a step for the office to do, it'll be right there. It'll tell them what to do, what's next for them. If they need us to perform that, if that's a bottleneck, we can do those calls for you. We have trained sales staff, to do those calls for you, even the treatment coordination. So if you're going to do it, you know exactly who's next and what to do, and you just drag it and drop it to the next step. If we're going to do it, then we do that for you. So that's what the whole system is. Yeah.
I love that because there's no guessing involved, right? So again, so many times when you work with a marketing company and they're like, okay, well, I sent you a bunch of leads, like who? And then you're trying to figure out who it is. This right here, like in real time, it sounds like you know what's going on. You know who's going where, what's going on, who dropped the ball. Maybe it's our team. And that leads to something that I saw right there, right over here. Because again, when I told you guys, these guys are different. This is not like your marketing company that you worked with before. These guys really, they are like a partner. So don't look at it as like marketing. Think of them as like marketing partner, right? It's not they're part of the team. And that's the one-on-one personalized coaching. Because let's be honest here, Jacob. I mean, not all dentists, they know how to sell. They don't know how to nurture these leads. And honestly, sometimes their team doesn't know that as well.
Yeah.
Talk about why you guys added this and why is it so important? The one-on-one coaching.
We added this by necessity. I mean, selling is it's not a bad word in dentistry, but I mean, it's, we're told in our rules that we need to sell tastefully and that we have to do things in the right way. So maybe we back off it a little bit, but it's our responsibility to really educate, commit our patients to better health. And so until we started doing this, we just didn't have control over that step. We hand over a patient. Now we have the scripts, the training for the front office, and every single one of our coaches has worked with somebody to help them become a Coma Club member. So they know the steps to go through. They know the bottlenecks and issues that they have and what training and, standards of procedure to put in place to help it happen.
Yeah. Now there's two things here, and we already talked about the contract free, right? We talked about they're going to earn month to month. They're going to earn that business from you guys. But another thing that was like, hey, it's like music to my ears when Jacob was like, we're so confident. We're so confident. We're so confident that we can help you. We're confident that we can identify who's the best client, who's the best partner. Because again, I'm telling you guys right now, this is not for everybody. It's for the people who don't want to get more implant patients, for the people who don't want to put the work in, for the people who don't want to just think outside the box, open their mind, have an open mind, and just try to get to another level. This is not for you. But if you want to be a Coma Club member, if you want to add these things in, if you're willing to open your mind, if you're willing to train up your team, if you're willing to do those things, you can be successful. And that's why they're so confident about offering, 30-day free trial. Come on, man. So talk about that, man. Again, that's sweet. I'm going to take that all day long. But man, like, why is that so important for you guys, Jacob, offering that?
It's that same thing. We just want to be in a position where we want to say, hey, we're not asking, we know this is going to be a long-term thing. If we can get you an ROI, you're going to be with us for a very long time. And so giving you that 30 days free is going to allow us to basically prove it to you and get things going. So
I love that. Again, it's like so unheard of, right? But here's the thing, guys. If you want to do something, there's a quote out there. You want extraordinary results, or you want abnormal results, you got to do things you've never done before, right? If you want to get results that you never had before, you got to do things you've never done before, right? And that's working with a company like a Dental Implant Machine. This is just a taste, guys. It's just whoever I just have on here on our site. One of these guys, I'm not going to mention who it is. He's in the Nifty group, so he's probably watching this. You better give us a shout out, buddy. But anyways, this is 3 of how many docs are on the Coma Club, Jacob? How many docs?
it's getting more. I think it's at 110 right now. I'd have to check the actual number because we're just giving new ones out all the time.
I mean, look, guys. I mean, you go to the landing page here. You're seeing these guys hold up this plaque here. I mean, you guys could be the next one, right? And here's the thing: if you're worried, if you're watching this right now, you're saying, "Oh, you know what, man? I've been burned in the past. Man, I've been burned. Man, I don't know, man. This might be a scam or something." Well, here's the thing, man. 30-day free trial. Okay, I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want, man. 30-day free trial, no contracts. I mean, that's the nifty deal right here, right? Here's the nifty deal right here. Okay, you got to go to this landing page. Jacob's in this group. I mean, I might have to, Jacob, I might have to disclose something to everyone. There's a couple of dudes who hoop it up, and man, their vertical has been not that good. I mean, Jacob back in the day, helped people increase. So I gotta mention that. And guys, here's the thing. Hear me out here, okay? So Jacob is he started working with dentists. He realized we're some cool people. He's like, man, I want to work with these guys. Him and his buddies have been working with us, been doing this for years. But I gotta give him a shout out here because when he told me back his background, I was like, that is too cool not to mention. So Jacob, man, I'm gonna put you on the spot, bro. I'm gonna put you on the spot here, man. So tell us, man, what was the big product that you were killing it and you were helping athletes every year? What were you doing, man?
Yeah, man. So I've been obsessed with jumping higher since I was a kid, and out of college, I wrote a book called The Jump Manual, and it was just we tell people how to jump higher. And so it was a $49 to $99 product, and with a membership, and started selling that out of my dorm room, and ended up selling 100,000 copies and just traveling the world selling it. And then my partner, who we started doing ads with it, he started taking those same concepts, like how to, bring it, not just telling people buy now, but give them some value first. He took that into the implant world, and started crushing it with that too. And he was just like, hey, you got to come over here and play in this world. It's awesome. It's a different game. And so that's how I ended up in dental.
So guys, I mean, what the reason why I want him to disclose that is this is not someone who's just been doing marketing. He just he did an online course, right, and read a couple of books, and now he's doing it. This man right here has been doing this for a long time at a high level, and obviously, whenever people start working with dentists, they like what we're all about, and he has been doing it. He's at 110. Okay, we're not talking about, if you think about it, adding $1 million extra production, extra collection to your practice, that's life changing, right? But let me ask you this: if you add, I don't know, like half that amount, a quarter of that amount, could you use that? Absolutely, right? So again, there's opportunity for everyone here. And Jacob, we have that nifty deal. You guys go check out that nifty deal. I mean, literally first month free, 20% off. But I'm gonna ask Jacob to throw something else in there, something that he didn't even think about.
Shoot,
for the folks, and I know it's a couple of you guys. I know some of your kids. I know some of your sons hoop it up. I see those pictures. I know one of my friends, his son just got a scholarship to D2 school. Super exciting. But there's a bunch of people who have kids. Jacob, I mean, if they sign up, can you send them one of those books, man, for their kids, man? Can you hook them up, man?
I got two. One, anybody who wants to jump higher, you got the book. Even if you don't buy the rest of the stuff, you want to jump higher, I got the book. Two, we have a product that when people hit your site and they leave, they don't do anything. We find out their location and we send them a physical postcard. So anybody who wants a free account of that, you just pay your a price per postcard. So you get 100 visitors, maybe one person books, and then the other leave. Well, we're able to retarget those people with a postcard and get them to book from the postcard. So if anybody wants a free account of that, it's $197 a month. So you can have a free account. You just pay for your own postcards. That is my second offer. So
man, that is sweet, man. Jacob, if you could later, if you can type that in the comments section. But guys, I mean, here's the thing: you want to add. Again, we talked about the Coma Club, right? But if you got half that amount, if you got a quarter of that amount, is it worth it? I would say yes. So again, it doesn't hurt to reach out to these guys. There's no obligation. Talk to Jacob, talk to the team. If it resonates, let's rock and roll, right? If it doesn't, that's okay. Again, he's here to provide value. And guys, I know who you are. For the guys whose kids are hooping it up, right? Maybe you're not hooping it up. Maybe you're playing football. Maybe whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Maybe you're playing volleyball, right? I know a few. I'm not going to mention your name, but I know a few people. Their daughters play volleyball. Look, man. I mean, work with Jacob here. Get some more production in here. Maybe you get some increase the vertical of your kids too at the same time, right? But I love that offer. Type in the comments again, the postcard thing. I didn't even think about that, Jacob. You need to hook me up with that, man.
Yeah, it's cool. Really cool.
Awesome, man. Hey, before we jump off here, Jacob, if you were wondering, he's been dropping some major value, and I asked him, I was like, let's get on a Facebook Live. He's like, no, I just want to kind of feel the vibe of the group, and that's what he's been. And so I dragged them on here. I was like, look, they need to know your story. You got an awesome story. But Jacob, before we log off, man, anything you want to say to the Nifty Thrifty group at all before we jump off?
Just if anybody wants to have a look at, how their website's performing and how they can notch it up by basically changing that strategy to marketing towards the patient journey. Happy to take a look at it. Even if you don't work with us, just want to be able to provide value to the group, which is I see what the group's all about. So thanks for welcoming me, and I'm having fun. So
awesome, man. Thank you, man. Again, I was just so pumped when I met Jake. I was like, dude, I gotta get you in as a sponsor. I need to get you guys in there because so many people, this is what they need. This is what they need to get to the next level. So Jacob, thank you so much for jumping on. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Click that link. So I saw a few of you people already scheduled a demo. Schedule the demo. Hey, no strings attached. They have amazing offer. You only know what you know. Talk to them, right? Talk to them. They'll see if they're fit. Because again, I'm telling you guys right now, they're not a fit for everyone. But that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. So again, see if they're fit with you, and then again, ask Jacob for that book. I might have to get it for myself too. Awesome, yeah. Jacob, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.